Hello, and welcome to this swoop yoga gentle 20-minute session. And wherever you are today, just get settled into your seat, whether that is cross-legged or legs out in front of you. And we'll just start with 3 breaths. It's a nice tall spine. Inhale in through the nose. Pause at the top. Fill up the belly, fill up the lungs, and out through the mouth. And doing that again. In through the nose, really filling up the belly. Expanding through the chest, pause. And out through the mouth. Just dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And just one more of those in your own time. Good. And we're just going to start in our cross-legged position, or legs out in front. Nice comfortable seat. And we're going to inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, bending over to the right. Kind of stretching up through that left hand, opening that left shoulder. Just taking a breath here. And then inhale, reaching the sky. And exhaling over to the left. Really trying to open that right shoulder. And again, inhale, reach. And exhale to the right. And inhale, reach. And exhale to the left. And inhale, reach. Exhale, we're going to bring left hand to the right knee, right hand out behind. Inhale, tall spine. And exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Good. And release. And then inhale, reach. And exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand out behind, looking over the left shoulder. Good. And release. And then we will come to our tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over knees, and start with some gentle cat-cows. Drop the belly, look up, inhale. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, looking towards the navel. And keeping that motion going with the breath. Looking up, bringing that chest forward, inhale. And exhale, rounding through the spine. And just one more of those. And then we'll just get creative in our cat-cow. So we're just going to make some big circles with the hips, bringing into the top of the mat, over to the left and back to the heels. You can maybe walk the hands slightly further forward if you want to get a bit more movement. And then just changing direction. So as always with yoga, just really listening in to the body, only going as far as feels comfortable, whatever feels good. So just get a bit creative with the movement, maybe some figure of eights, maybe you drop the heels, hips to heels all the way back, or maybe you drop the hips to the hands all the way forward. Just whatever feels good for your body today. Good. And then coming to a neutral position. And then we're going to lift the right knee, extend the right foot out behind, and then lift the left hand, reaching to the top edge of the mat. So really reaching the foot and hand away from each other, looking up, inhale, and then exhale, rounding through elbow to knee. So inhale, extend and reach, and exhale, elbow to knee. And just one more of those. Really reaching rounding through. And then we'll swap to the other side. So lift that left foot up behind, reaching the right hand in front of us. Inhale and reach. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rounding through. And last one. Good, dropping the knee and hand back down. We'll come into downward dog, so lifting the hips up to the sky, pedaling out the legs, really pushing through the hands, the fingers, the thumb, trying to get that chest back towards the thighs, lifting the sitting bones up to the sky, just bending one knee at a time. Good. From here, we're going to look to the hands, stepping the left foot in between the hands and coming up into our warrior two. So the back right foot parallel with the back edge of the mat, reaching the hands away from each other, sinking down into that front left hip, really strong in the back right foot. And then really reaching the hands away from each other. Taking a breath here. And we're going to inhale, straighten that front left leg, and then we're going to slightly lean forward over that left leg, and then we're going to drop the left hand maybe down to the shin. If you have lots of flexibility, you can come all the way down to the floor, or just placing the left hand wherever feels good. We're trying to bring the right hand so it's making a straight line roughly with the left. If your right hand is further back, that's fine. We're just trying to keep the right shoulder open as much as we can. So really strong down through the feet. And just breathing into the right side body here. Good. On the next inhale, coming back up. And then reaching the arms away from each other and bending that left knee, coming down into warrior two once again. Really strong, grounding down through both legs, both feet. And then straightening that front left leg. And we're going to come back into Trikonasana again, leaning out over that front left leg, dropping the left hand down, reaching the right arm up to the sky. I'm trying to keep the right shoulder open. You can bring your gaze up towards the top right hand or have it just straight ahead of you. And one more time, coming back up to a stand and bending that front left knee into warrior two one more time, and then bringing the hands down to the floor. We're going to walk the left foot over towards the left edge of the mat and bringing the hands in the inside of the left foot, and then we can just kind of move our weight around inside this left leg, so we should be feeling a nice stretch in the back right hip here. And then drop the right knee to the floor. Left hand comes up to the left knee, gently pressing that knee open. Bringing both hands back down to the mat. You can stay lifted on the hands and trying to sort of sink the torso lower. If you have the flexibility, then you can drop down onto your elbows. But again, just listening into what your body would like today. And then pushing back up onto the hands, straightening that left leg, lift the right toes up to the sky. So you can have a slight bend in the left knee, but we're going to try and straighten up through the spine. And then as we exhale, we're folding over the left leg, folding from the hips, keep the spine nice and straight. And gaze is towards the toes. Plant the left foot back down, lifting the right knee off the ground, stepping back into plank position. And from here, you can drop the knees or keep them lifted. We're going to lower all the way down to the mat, pushing up for upward dog. Tuck the toes and exhale back for downward facing dog, pedaling out the legs, pushing that chest back. And we'll take it on the other side. So looking towards the hands, stepping the right foot in between the hands, coming up to warrior two on this side. So back left foot parallel with the back edge of the mat, sinking into that front right knee. Keep the knee in line with the toes, reaching the hands away from each other. Gazing down the right hand. Really strong through both legs, engaging the core. We inhale, straighten the front right leg. And then as we exhale, we're bending forward slightly over that front right leg, dropping the right hand down to the shin or to the floor and lifting the left hand up to the sky. Trying to, again, keep that left shoulder open, but bring the left arm as forward as we can to make it a nice straight line with the right. And inhale, coming back up. Bend the right knee, sinking down into warrior two one more time. Reaching the hands away from each other. Connecting with the breath here. And inhale, straighten that right leg, leaning out forward over the right leg again. Drop the right hand down. Left hand reaches up, keeping the left shoulder open. Really strong through both legs. And then coming back up and sinking into warrior two one more time. I know the arms are probably aching. Bear with it for the last few moments. And as we exhale, dropping both hands down to the mat, walking the right foot towards the right hand edge. Both hands are inside the right foot, and just finding a bit of movement here. So finding a bit of space in the hips, breathing into those hips. And then drop the left knee down, dropping the right knee away from us, pushing it out with the right hand nice and gently. So rolling onto the outside edge of the foot. Great hip opener, this one. And then bringing the right hand back down onto the ground. From here, you might just stay lifted or try and drop the torso, or if you want the deeper stretch, dropping down onto the elbows. And coming back up onto the hand, straightening the right leg. The toes point to the sky. And again, you can have that knee bent if you need. Inhale, straighten up through the spine. And exhale, folding at the hips, bringing that chest lower down towards the right thigh. Plant the right foot back down, hands come onto the ground, lifting the left knee off the ground and stepping the right foot back into plank here. And just in this plank position, we're going to try and bring the left knee in towards the chest and step it back. Bring the right knee in towards the chest and step it back. And then we'll drop the knees down, keep the hips lifted, and we'll walk the hands away from us, dropping the forehead down towards the mat. You can have your fists stacked. And just breathing into the shoulders, finding that space in the shoulder blades. And coming back up into our tabletop, and then we shall just find a seated position. So we're going to have the right knee bent, right foot inside the left thigh, and then squaring onto the right foot. Inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, leaning over that left leg. Maybe the hands are on the shin, maybe they're around the ankle or all the way around the base of the foot. And inhale, coming back up, straightening the right leg, bend the left knee, so the left foot's inside the right thigh. Inhale, straighten up through the spine, and exhale, folding forward over that right leg. Letting the hands rest wherever feels like a comfortable stretch. And inhale, coming back up. And then we'll come into our butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together, holding onto the ankles, and then using the elbows to prise the thighs apart. Inhale, nice tall spine. And exhale, bringing the chest down towards the feet. And release. And we'll come down onto our backs. So hugging the knees into the chest to a nice tight ball. And then we're going to step the left foot onto the ground, bring the right ankle on top of the left knee, and then lift the left thigh towards us. So maybe the hands come around the back of the thigh, maybe they reach around for the shin. Just feeling this nice stretch in the back of the right glutes, active in the left foot. So we're kind of engaging through that left leg to help deepen the stretch. You can have your chin lifted or just drop your head down to the mat. And releasing that left leg, drop the right foot down, left ankle on top of right knee, and then lifting that right knee in towards us, and again reaching through the leg to wherever feels like a good stretch for the back of that left thigh, left glute, and staying active in that right leg. And then release, dropping both feet back to the floor, the knees bent. We'll drop the knees over to the right, stretching the arms out to the sides, looking over the left shoulder. And bringing the knees up through center, dropping them to the left, looking over the right shoulder. And bringing the knees back up to center, and then stretching the legs out long, the arms down by the sides of the body, the palms facing to the sky, and bringing the shoulder blades to meet underneath the body. And just relaxing, releasing everything here. Just letting all the muscles, letting all the tension go. And connecting with the breath. Watching the rise and fall of the chest, of the tummy. And if you have the time, then pause the video here and stay for longer in the Shavasana. And if you don't, then gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and making your way nice and slowly up to a seat. And we'll just finish in a seated position, reaching the arms up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart. Namaste. Thank you for practicing yoga with me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.